So today we're going to be going through a topic here, just about being able to, I'm going to share I want to go kind of quick because I know we've got quite a few people on the call with questions. So I want to go through those, of course. So we'll just be talking about how to update an agent's name for active policies. The demo account, we don't have the functionality. If you have a name message, should work. So I'm just going to go through the knowledge base for now. But when you go to a policy, just from the left-hand navigation panel, and then you actually click on the policy's number, you can just click edit. And then from there, there'll be a drop-down menu for this name here, just like this one. So that's just something that you guys can update. Sometimes information will get pulled incorrectly, so the wrong agent will be assigned, or maybe somebody else is taking over this policy. So that's how you can update that. And then it will reflect correctly in your analytics as well, which is another crucial point for why we added this feature. So that's all I have today. Again, I want to dive right into everybody's questions. So let's go for it. I think, Gina, you had a question about the monthly texting, correct?
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I was looking to create, and I just didn't know if it was considered a drip or if it what it would be classified as. I wanted to notify somebody, let's say on the 7th of every month. They need a reminder about their bill pay.
Yeah. So are you using TransPay by any chance? I think that they might have a feature through them.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So we integrate with TransPay. So that was one thing that I thought of. The second would be, I think your best bet, because we don't have, we have a lot of different triggers. So if you're building an automation here, let's go to Pipeline Manager and we'll go to Automation. So we have all of these different triggers. Of course, this isn't for active. I mean, it could be for active clients if you're doing like an X-Date or a cross sell. But I think what your best bet would be to come into engagement. And would it be just texting, correct? Or did you want to do email?
Yeah, I just want to send a text on a specific date each month.
Yeah. So I think what I would do, I would come into engagement and I would go to bulk text.
Okay.
And then I would just create 12 stages. And then where it says immediately, do date and time. And then like today, we could just do that. And then you could just copy and paste, your message if you wanted to do that.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then for those, because you said just a select number of clients, right?
Yeah, I can do it for each of them. That's not a big deal at all.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you could do for all. If you did want to create a list for just those few people, you could just go to engagement, create a list with those people included, and then do it that way, or you could do it for all.
Gotcha. And then nope, I think I've got it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. What other questions do we have today? Anything? Camille, anything? No, I haven't seen you on a lot of bite size, so it's good to see you this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have, a weird thing that happened. So we just set up our texting. It is, it's weird to me. We just set up our texting in InsuredMine.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning I get a text message email that says, "Hello, Liam, this is Sutton Vision Center." So it wasn't for us. I don't know. It was weird.
Share your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's look at that.
I just have my email pulled up, but I can share that. It's fine.
Okay.
Can you see my email?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't know. I just thought it was weird. Like maybe they have his number wrong and it's the number that we're using for texting.
Support. Our support sent you this?
I don't know. I just got an email.
That is. Do you have a? Does that say Liam? Do you have a Liam on your team?
No.
Okay. Well, that is really weird. I know, sisters, will you forward this to support? And
Yeah.
I will, and just say that I don't understand why I got this message.
Yeah, I will do that. Okay.
Um,
Glad you think it's as weird as I do.
yeah, I don't know who Sutton Vision Center is or
I don't know. Maybe it was a test, but Sutton Vision Center, that's a place in Lincoln. So I don't know. It was weird.
okay, yeah. I mean, what number are you guys using for texting? Is it your?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a 402 number. I'll have to look. Saloni sent it to me.
Okay.
I'll look.
Yeah.
But I'll forward it to support.
Okay. And just say I'm not sure why I received this. We also don't have
Yeah.
a PM on the team, and then they
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Hi, Josh. How's it going? Do you have questions?
If no one else does, since I'm new, I don't know, could you just maybe go through some best practices of managing like the tasks?
Yeah.
Unless other people have stuff, I'm super new and I know the least here, so I don't want to like monopolize all the time.
No, we can of course go through that. Yeah. So managing tasks, there's a lot of different things you can do, especially because you're using AMS, so the tasks are going to talk between the two systems, of course. I think that the best practice, of course, is using these templates. That's not what I meant to do. Coming up here and having these templates pre-built. You can always change them when you're using them, of course. So if you add a template, something needs to be updated. But we do, we have a to-do list that you can add to because tasks sometimes have a lot of questions. But I love the templates because a lot of the times I'm always going to be doing a meeting. I like to, if I do have a meeting set, I just like to put the Zoom link in here or anybody that's going to be attending. Of course, assigning multiple people always works as well. We don't have multiple assign right now on templates, but I think just filling it out completely is crucial for templates or just for regular tasks in themselves, because it will really, really help with your sorting capabilities. So like here, you'll see that besides the title, nothing is actually mandatory to fill out. So it gets, you're going to want to just like click save and go forth. But then if you're putting all of your tasks in here, regardless if they're for a current client or a lead, or it's just something that you have to get done for the day, it's hard to kind of navigate. Like there's a lot of stuff happening on this screen. So with the ability to group by and then to filter really, really help, doing that. I think my favorite filter is going to be the task type. I always go back to this. Like for myself, I always like to make my phone calls before lunch. And then because a lot of our clients are on the East Coast, so they're an hour ahead. So I like to make all my phone calls in the morning and, those mass emails in the afternoon. So I'll sort, but based off of task type to kind of go through it. The other thing I recommend for task management is when you're inside, if you go into your settings, and you can actually make your task page your default landing page. If you do that and then you go to module manager, and then you select task list here under the select default landing page, and then you log out, and then I'll log back in. So that way, every time I come into InsuredMine, I'll actually see this right here. And then if you have these grouped by and these filters, they actually stay preset. So you don't have to do this every single time. So like this is usually what it looks like for me. I'm in the demo, so there's probably nothing to do. Okay, here we are. So then this is every morning when I log in, this is what I see. And then of course you can come in here and edit it. So for some reason, if let's say you got an email from that you need to make a phone call to, and they're like, hey, I can't make it tomorrow, I can't talk, you can always just come in here. We'll just change this. Let's push it to Monday Monday instead. Click OK, and then you can just keep moving.
Amanda,
Yeah.
what other kind of filters do you have besides the phone and the Zoom?
Yeah, so the filters, so we have lots of this is all the different ones. So this is one subset of filters of the task type. You can do the create a date, the due date, I like the created date better because sometimes the due date, like I just feel like I want to see when I created it to know how old it is, especially if I'm extending the due date, because sometimes they'll just keep pushing that appointment or they won't answer that email. So then the due date keeps getting pushed. And then before you know it, you haven't, followed through with reaching out to them. So I like looking at the created date as well. So I can kind of see like, okay, I created this a month ago and the due date keeps getting extended because they keep extending it. Maybe it's time for me to actually like just give them a call and say like, hey, we set this up a month ago. What's going on? Priority as well. This is kind of for your own, whatever you consider a priority. I have a terrible habit of marking everything as high priority, so don't do that. That's why we have normal as well, so you can just have like those day-to-day tasks. And then for done or pending, and then if you signed it or if somebody else assigned it to you.
Financial services, Stan, how may I help you?
So that's everything for that. So those are all the different filters, but we also, like I said, we have the grouping by as well, which is really neat. So you have them grouped by. So these are all like the subset, like the categories. And then within these, you can filter them. So it's like 2 layers of filtering essentially.
Amanda, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When we assign a task to a team member, does it automatically send them an email, or is there a setting that I need to change for them to get a notification?
They should be getting an email with a link to the task. Mm-hmm. It'll say like task has been assigned to you or something along those lines.
Okay.
If there are any issues with notifications in general, we do have them in Pipeline Manager. Let me switch over to admin really quick. Under settings, under notification settings, we do have these. I really recommend this top one. I see a lot of success. Well, there's success in the title, but a lot of people do really well with this. Getting that announcement of like every time somebody's won a policy, it kind of helps that healthy competition of like, oh wow, everybody's, you get that reminder. So that's a notification we have. But these are all of the different notifications are managed.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Does that kind of give you some clarity, Josh? Yeah. Okay, good.
Yes, thank you. I was on mute.
Oh, that's good.
If I could use and work
My
on it.
dog was making a bunch of noises, so I went on mute.
Oh, thank you. My puppy would have lost her mind. Every time somebody starts barking, it's just game over. Okay, what other questions do we have? Hi, Michelle. I think you just hopped in. And Justin, are you from Easy Brokerage? Michelle?
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi, my colleague will be joining in soon too, so please let her in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, not a problem. Any questions so far?
No, I'm just here to observe and to learn as usual.
I also just want to let you guys know, to remind you, if you go into our knowledge base, we do have all of our release notes. So I go through, I gear bite-sized training towards all of our new releases because it's hard to keep up with all of them. Even for myself, I'll just be like, oh, wow, that's new. So you can always come in here though and see. So this is all the releases just so far for just March. So there's quite a few of them. So if you ever want to reference back to kind of what I'm talking about each day, this is usually where most of my topics stem from. So I always recommend this. Also inside of InsuredMine, if you go to what's new, you can always go to release notes here as well. So this is where we have them. So if anything ever looks different to you or something's not there, or you just are wondering why we added this feature, we have it in here. We usually put some sort of reasoning or use case behind it as well. All of those people, perfect. So yeah, That is all I have today. Any other questions for me?
Trial version.
Yeah, we did.
No? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, we'll keep this short then, and I will see everybody on Monday.
Okay, have a good one.
Okay, bye guys.